Welcome to the Life Zone podcast. I'm your co-host Eric Pannell,
And I'm Xavier Lanier.
and on this podcast we talk about the parallels of sports and life. As always, this podcast is sponsored by Appliance Medic, bringing your appliances back to life, and Phase Consulting Partners, helping with your small business and large business training portfolio management needs. Be sure to download both of those on iPhone and Android. What's up, man? Episode 14.
Oh man, we're making progress, man. We're making progress.
Good progress, man. And
Absolutely.
as always, sports doesn't stop, man. The NBA has been they're giving us some really big favors today, and a lot of stuff to talk about, man. So
Ooh, boy.
a lot of stuff. You want to start with the MVP?
We can start with that. We can start with that.
All right. So we talked about this earlier, right? We talked about how the voters may look at Jokic with the numbers versus Embiid and Giannis. There was a point in time where I felt Giannis was going to win it, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Then I kept looking at those numbers, man. When it comes to Jokic, man, it was hard to vote against him. I know a lot of people disagree with it. You may disagree with it,
Mm.
but those numbers is huge, man. What's your thoughts?
Hey man, so real quick before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and get shout outs to my man Ethan. He called it, right?
Yep, he did.
Appreciate you, man, for coming through again. But for Jokic, man, I mean you can't argue with the numbers. I can respect that.
Yep.
Um, I'm trying to understand. I think I want to. I wonder if his selection is part of a bigger narrative for the NBA though.
Okay.
Right? You got 4 years. It's the fourth year in a row. International player has won the MVP. I
Mm-hmm.
know the NBA is big on international play and getting that over here, so that motivates others to say, "Hey, you can do it too," right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Competition is the main thing, and so when you want the best of the best, no matter what country they're from, you want them in the league. So I'm happy to see it. I think it's great for the league as a whole. When you look at the international picture and what they're trying to do on that stage,
Yep.
um, congratulations.
I'll tell you my thoughts real quick. So Denver's in the West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody agrees that the West is the best conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's the second best player?
Second best player in the West, or period.
Who was his second best player? His Robin.
Uh, he's hurt, ain't he? Ain't the guard hurt?
Well, I'm
Guard
talking
been
about
hurt.
is actually playing. You know what I mean? I know you're talking about Murray. He's from Kentucky.
Yeah, Murray been on. He got that knee injury, so I can't even tell you who their second best player. And so, I mean, obviously, everybody knows that you don't really see Denver like on the national stage. So,
No, no.
no.
But these writers, they get paid. They do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right, right.
So that's where to me, that's where this comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Right or wrong, you know, regardless of the breakdown with Embiid, there was a point in time where, he's always had a nice supporting cast around him.
Mm-hmm.
You can go player for player and try to judge Denver's players supporting cast um versus Philly,
Mm-hmm.
but he played half at least probably less than half season, maybe a little over half season. He played with James Harden, right?
20 games,
I mean, yeah,
17 games, maybe.
yeah, but but I guess what I'm saying though, I think when you look at Jokic, he did more with less in the harder division,
I understand
the
what you're
conference.
saying. I understand what you're saying, but Joel Embiid played 3/4 of a season without Ben Simmons, so he was out there by himself for the most part.
That's true.
I
In the
mean,
East,
argument could be made for that.
in the East, but then you look at and this is where they always look at. These are there's the stats we see on ESPN, and
Right.
then there's the big metric stats that these writers are looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic is top of the charts on all of that, historically on top of all of that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I know a lot of people don't get into that, but that's what they're voting on.
Mm-hmm.
They're not voting on what we see on ESPN. They're voting on big metrics numbers. in terms of
making his team better and all that kind of stuff.
Right. So I can't argue with it. I mean, I get it. I would like to see Embiid win one. He could. I think it'd been nice for him to win this year, but next year.
Right. I mean, you can't argue with the results. I mean, all three of the competitors were deserving. So I mean, either way, somebody was going to win it, and that person was going to be, like I said, they all deserved it. So, like I said, congratulations to him, man. Job well done, back to back.
Shout out to Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul was fourth.
Yeah, but Chris Paul's. I think Chris Paul he'll never get the due he deserves until he win a championship. Man.
Right, that's true.
Like his resume and his accomplishments, and like every team he's played for, they've gotten instantly better. Yeah. And I think he got every team he's played for, their franchise wins for the season are teams that he played on.
Yeah.
For all, like the Clippers, the Pelicans. I don't know about Houston, what their record was when he was there, but Phoenix, right? I'm sure he's the franchise. The teams that he played on, they got the franchise record for wins. The dude wins no matter where he's at.
And now we just need him to push through because he's definitely going to be heavily judged in this series because he's going up against Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a young fella. And this is a gotta have it series for Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
For me, gotta have it.
So real quick, Game 5 is a must win for Phoenix.
I think so. I think so because they're having a tough time making adjustments. What's the he's number 10? I forget the kid's name. He been shooting lights out.
Oh, Finney Smith.
Yeah, lights out.
Finney Smith. Yeah.
They got to adjust to that because now the problem is when they adjust to that, Jalen Brunson can make his adjustment. Luka can make his adjustment. They got to figure that out. I mean, this is to me, for me, Chris Paul got to have this.
Absolutely. Like he don't get too many more opportunities to win these rings, man. And his window is closing rapidly. Yeah. So this is probably his second best year. Right. Last year was his best year. And this year is like his best year again, right? You get a do-over. You gotta take advantage of this, man. But when you speak on the role players for Dallas and how they've come alive, right? I told you in the beginning of this series, let Jokic do his thing. You have to stay home on these shooters.
Yeah.
They did that in the first two games in Phoenix, right? Jokic went for 50, 45, whatever, and Dallas lost both them games. But then when they get home, and these shooters get loose, start sleeping in their own beds, eating their own home cooking.
Right.
Now they coming out here putting up big numbers. And now Phoenix got 2 losses.
Yeah. I mean,
so let me throw this out you though. You know that Chris Paul's birthday was his weekend.
Yep.
So you think that affected his play at all? Family in town, we all celebrating, we doing like the routine is off.
Here's the thing. I want to buy that, right? But here's the thing. Put LeBron James in that scenario. LeBron James, is his play going to be impacted by that?
Well, LeBron is famous for shutting social media down, like locking in, come play all the time. Like he don't do no outside stuff in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think Chris Paul is as much as we're sitting there talking about right now, he feels the same way we do.
Right.
This has got to have it. There's no excuses. There's no room for him to take anything lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think this is a big deal for him right now. I want to buy that, but I don't.
Yeah, I'll go on record and say if Phoenix don't get it this year, they probably won't get it at all.
No. And they already questioning paying the big fella.
Yeah, because they gotta pay him.
Yeah. I mean,
they gotta pay him.
So I don't know. We gotta figure that out, man.
I expect them to have a good game tonight, man. I think tonight they're gonna get back on the winning side of things, man. And we're gonna go back to Dallas 3-2.
Yeah.
The only the one thing that I would say, and it's the same thing with Golden State. Like if Phoenix wins Game 5, like they have to go into Game 6 with the must-win mentality, because everybody knows Game 7, anything can happen.
Anything.
Luke would go for 50 in Game 7, and they finally get a win. Chris never hit the end of it.
Let me ask you a question. I've heard this argument out here when it comes to this series in particular. Many think Luka is the best player on the court in this series. You agree with that?
I think Booker would disagree with that. I think in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it's a toss-up for me. I mean, you can make an argument either way depending on which player you like. So yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up for me. But like I say, I think Booker would have an argument with that statement.
Booker's my guy. Obviously, he's a Kentucky guy.
Oh,
get that. But when I look at Luka and I look at Booker, right? Booker there's a difference, but he has a Kobe mentality. He talks about that a lot, but he doesn't have. Not many does, right? He doesn't have Kobe game where there's a bucket you can count on. Like if he's off with the jump shot, I think his overall production hurts. It lacks a little bit. Luka, on the other hand, even when he's not hitting that jumper from the outside, he's got that mid-range game with that big body, the in-between game, where he can still be effective and impact the game as far as drawing coverage, commanding double teams and stuff like that. That's where I think the game is a little bit different when I step back from it. And I would say I agree with that Luka is the best player on the court based on that alone, what I just said.
I mean, like I said, you can make an argument either way. You can also look at the fact that Luka's ability to pass the ball, and create shots for others is a little bit above Devin Booker. Like Devin Booker is more of a me first, right? He's looking to score first, and then he'll kick it out.
Green light.
As Luka can he gonna get a shot whenever he wants to, right? But he can also facilitate for his shooters. So I mean, I can see it. I just worry about long term, right?
Right.
Like we already talked about Luka's physical condition and how that's going to impact him long term compared to Booker's longevity.
So let's stay in the East. In the West. Sorry. Was it a dirty play? I'm sorry. With Golden State, we gotta clarify what we talked. The latest dirty play or perceived dirty play, was it dirty?
Man, I can't say that with complete confidence. I just don't see a guy intentionally grabbing for your knees to cause injury, especially when there's a loose ball at stake. And I understand what they're saying about, he broke the code and all this other kind of stuff, man. But in the heat of the moment, and here's where emotions get involved, like you say things that to get a reaction to rile up the fans or whatever the case may be. So I can't say Jordan Poole's dirty guy. It's unfortunate because I definitely think it changed the series. But fortunately, injuries are part of the game. You hate to see it, but I mean, Memphis played well, man. They was leading the whole game up until the fourth quarter.
What Barkley say?
Hey man, that's a whole other. We could do a whole segment on Inside the NBA, man, on TNT. These dudes are comical, man.
I can say about that. If he loses game tonight, Sacramento, they gonna have fire.
They gonna fire Coach Brown if they lose this game tonight. He ain't even been on the sidelines yet, man. Hey, you hear what they said about we'll talk about it when we get to the East. But yeah, that we'll talk about that. Get to the East, man. But hey, man, that's must-see TV, man. That is comedy at its finest.
100%. So I don't think it was intentionally dirty, It was an awkward when you slow it down and look at the replay, it was an awkward looking play because the ball was far on the left side, and then Poole was on his right side grabbing, and the leg was right there. Look, when you slow it down, you can make anything look a little, shady or whatever. But I will say this: I want to point this out and just kind of jog your memory on this. When it comes to players and stars, unfortunately, falling down to injury in the playoffs, why is it always lately Golden State got the benefit of the doubt of that? Kawhi Leonard.
Hey, you know what? And that's the conversation that most folks don't remember, right? Or don't talk about. When Golden State, every time Golden State get in the playoffs, they always seem to run up on these teams that are less than 100%.
Bingo.
Right. When they first started their run, I think they went through a whole player series. They didn't play any stars because the stars were hurt.
Yep.
Right. You can call it luck of the draw. You can call it whatever you want. I mean, nothing against Golden State. You got to play who's in front of you, right? But some would argue they've traveled the road less traveled. If that makes sense,
right?
You know what I mean? So,
hey.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This series is over, right? Like Golden State's going to win this series, right?
They ain't really got the green light now, don't he?
Yeah, man. Green is like Draymond Green is one of those players, man. He's underrated sometimes, but then he's overrated sometimes, right? His value to that team, allowing Steph and Clay to run off screens, and his passing ability is unmatched. He is the engine for that offense, and he plays that role well. Yeah. That's why he stands out the 3-point line with no intentions on shooting. Zero.
I texted you the other night. He was wide open. The close
wasn't even looking to shoot.
Was in the paint. My man sprinted to the hoop to try to get that basket.
Yeah, man.
He wanted no parts of that 3-point shot.
Yeah. We're gonna get this layup. I'm gonna get this assist. That's it. That's all I got. I know my strengths and weaknesses, and shooting ain't one of my strengths.
Not at all. Not at all. Let me find Steph and Clay real quick.
Yeah, let me watch these wings, see what these screens looking like. See who coming off first.
Then when I get assists, pump my chest like I just hit an and one.
That's all me, baby. That's all me. That's all me.
I think the West, we pretty much got it. We, summarize it. Must win tonight. Phoenix. I think Phoenix and Dallas must win. Either one of them must win. And then no need to talk about Golden State now at this point. I do want to see
that's over.
When you watch that series, let's see how many shots Bane shoots for Memphis.
The next game?
In this game, the next game.
Yeah, he got a back injury, right?
Yeah, so he got bulging discs on. They said that in the last game.
See? Again, another key player injured. That Golden State get to run up on these wounded teams. Man.
It's a coincidence, man.
Is that right? That right?
It's a coincidence.
That's all right because we got a healthy Phoenix squad waiting for them in the finals.
The
conference finals. So let's see. That's gonna be I would love to see that one go 7.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see that one go 7. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speaking of 7 game, Miami is at the 76ers.
Hey man, your boy went to the way back machine, didn't he? James went back into the time machine finally.
Between the legs,
the
legs is cooking.
Step back, pressure 3 buckets. Hey, he went back into the time machine one time. You could have did this 8 games ago. We might have we might not have been talking about him so bad, man. But hope we can keep it going because they're gonna need it.
And he hold up.
Yeah, they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. This game 5, I think is. I mean, you can say this for every series like that's 2-2. Like game 5 is a must win because most times you win game 5, you're gonna win 6 or 7, right? So,
it's another Kentucky guy I got to talk about on the Miami side. Embiid has severely outplayed my man.
Hey, what's the center's name, man? I keep
Yeah, big man in the middle. He's
the man's name is on top of my brain, man.
yeah, he has severely outplayed him. Like it ain't even close.
Embiid, I think this series too bad that the MVP voting is not based off of um, playoff performances, right? Because when Embiid was out, Philly was a done deal.
That's what Tara was just talking about.
That man come out the locker room with his mask on, and now Philly can't lose. You see what I'm saying? You talk about the phrase is most valuable player. This guy is proven to be very valuable.
He turned the whole series. He turned the series around
Yeah,
by himself.
to Philly's chances to win, he is extremely valuable to that process.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Look where we've come to though, X. Where we look at Philly and when we talk about these games and where we think if they can win or not, we're not talking about another missing piece.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at James Harden as the key to playing James Harden basketball. I'm not worried about Embiid, right? I'm not worried about Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about James Harden.
So James Harden in this situation, I think it would behoove him to conserve his energy and his ability to score for clutch moments, right? Because Embiid, as a big man, needs a guard to get him the basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Harden, and obviously down the last 5 minutes of the game, you start to see Embiid getting double teamed, right? And this is where James can open that up for him.
Mm-hmm.
But James has to be aggressive and he has to shoot the ball with confidence like he did in his last game in order for those things to make a difference. But we finally got to see what the Philly would look like with a MVP caliber James Harden.
Yeah.
Because Embiid got him to the promised land, and Harden closed it out, and that's the way. That's what you envision. I'm pretty sure that's what the Philly fans and the front office envisioned when they brought him in.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, I think if Doc was here on this podcast with us and we promised him that we wouldn't broadcast it out to people would be lying. I think he would tell us, guys, look, I trust Maxey more right now more than I trust Harden. I think he would say that.
He'd hit us with an off the record real quick. Off the record. And gave us his hot take.
Yeah, he hit stop on the record.
Yeah.
Record.
Off the record.
I believe he would say that.
Hey, credit this to deep background. This is a team close to the source. a source close to the team said. Give us some deep background on this one. Anonymous source close to the team said X, Y, and Z. I got you.
Who you got coming out that series, man?
I still think it's Miami series to lose. The good news for Miami is they don't have to win in Philadelphia. So
no, but they better win this next game.
I mean, if they don't win this next game, then they got to win in Philadelphia. But as it stands right now, they don't have to win on the road. Philly does.
Well, I'm gonna go on the record and say this for you: if Philly wins tonight and Embiid balls out tonight, it ain't coming back to Miami.
I mean, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah, it ain't coming back.
Philly has to win in Miami before Miami has to win in Philly. So
yeah,
if they get this one, if Philly gets this one, Game 7 is going to be an instant classic. I mean, I'm sorry, Game 6 will be an instant classic.
Yeah.
Because Miami going to come out firing now. They ain't going to go down lightly. Jimmy Butler ain't going down without a fight.
Look, man. So we're going to transition over to Milwaukee because I've been I know the hair on the back of your neck start raises up when I start talking about Giannis. And look, man, I thought last night Giannis was going to take it. My man was growling at Horford. I'm sorry, the Godfather. That's what they call him now. The
Mm,
Godfather. And
mhm.
Horford gave him that, okay, all
Yeah,
right,
okay.
what you gonna do?
I got you.
And bruh, Horford, and I said this when we talk about this series. Horford is looking young now. He was
Mm,
balling. I've been saying that for all these podcasts now to this point.
mm,
Horford been
mhm,
balling.
mhm.
But I'm gonna walk me through it, man. Walk me through what you saw last night, what you saw with Giannis starting out, and then the redemption streak with Horford with him starting it with his dunk.
Hey, look, man. So I called you last night, third quarter, right? Giannis out here
That's
doing his little dance. He out here like he the man. You know what I mean? Like yeah, we got these dudes. We got these dudes.
don't forget his biggest cheerleader on the sideline.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, they gonna pay me a couple million. I'll do that too. I'll be over there jumping up and down, hooting and hollering. Yes, sir. I'll be your hype man. Hey, but look, man, I've been saying this from the beginning. Key to Milwaukee is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right there, Milwaukee's defense is give the ball to Giannis and get out the way.
Right.
Right, and Giannis is gonna do one of three things. He's gonna get the ball top of the key. Right, he's
Mm-hmm.
going to do that that between the legs, like that's really doing something. Right, and then he's gonna try to go by you, bro. And he's gonna go hard to the left, spin back right, right. He's gonna go hard to the right,
Yep.
spin back left, right.
That's it.
Or he's gonna get the ball at the 3-point line. He's gonna take 3 steps back to the almost the logo, get a running start, and then he's gonna try to hit you with this Euro.
And charge up again.
Right? Easy. And when I called you last night, man, I said, look, there's only one guy on the Boston team that wants to play this dude one-on-one, and that's Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart is the only guy that will stand in there and take that charge.
I got to give what's name some love too, though. A man from play it, big fella, number 12, light skinned dude.
Williams.
Well, I got to
I
give
mean,
Williams.
not Williams.
I know you're talking. I got to give him some credit. He
Yeah, I know you're
will
talking
stick
about
his
too.
nose in there. Okay, I'm sorry, I mean cut you off.
But like there were a few plays. Like I watched Giannis get the ball on the left wing
Yep.
against Jaylen Brown, right? Jaylen Brown gave him the baseline for the dunk. Ole, go do your thing. I'm not gonna fire you. I ain't trying to get hurt.
Yep.
Right? That's a score. All you gotta do is step in and take the charge, man. If you take away the baseline, force him middle, where your help is, somebody's gonna be in there to take a charge.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like easy to do that way. Do it that way. But no, he gave the baseline up. Giannis went in for the dunk. Okay. These dudes don't play no defense. Let's move on. All right. Jason Tatum, we up. Jason Tatum gets him on top of the key, right? Giannis does this between the legs thing, and he goes by him for a layup. Are you Jason Tatum? No way he gets by you, bro. What is this defense y'all playing right now? Right? Giannis had 28 points in the third quarter, and I promise you they were all layups and free throws.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Right? And now he gets down here. He dunks on the Godfather. He dunks on the Godfather and gave him that growl. Can't stop me.
He said what too?
Yeah. Godfather looked at him like, okay. See, this is what happened when you poke the bear. This is what happened when you poke the bear, man. And from that point on, Godfather ain't missed a shot. And it worked out for the Godfather to get that redemption dunk and hit him with an accidental elbow into the mouth.
Allegedly.
It was accidental. You can look at the play.
I don't
He
know.
didn't do it on purpose.
I think there was some extra.
I mean, he might have. I mean, hey, he deserved it.
I know it felt good when he did it.
Hey, you're right, because he yelled all the way up to the first row. He yelled all the way over to the first row, man. This is how you do it, young fella. This is how you do it, man. That dude took that yell from the rim all the way over into the first row, bro. That's how you do it, young fella.
From my angle, man, when he did the rip through, when Horford
Yeah.
did the rip through,
Mm-hmm.
and Giannis got on his left, I immediately said, "Uh-oh."
Don't coming.
And he got that extra step,
Mm.
and I was like, "Oh, this about to be ugly. Either it's gonna be an amazing block by Giannis, or this gonna be ugly." And when I saw him dunk on my man, and then he hit him with the accidental elbow, and Giannis fell out, I lost it. I'm talking about lost it.
A good thing the NBA reinforced them rims, because that one was coming down. He was trying to bring that thing down.
But Horford being who Horford is, Horford ain't growl at him. Anybody else?
Instant else. Pro, man. He an instant pro. You heard what he said in the press conference. Hey, I was just playing. I just thought I just do what I thought we needed to get done, man. That's what I'm here for. Nothing extra. We ain't got to talk about that.
Anybody else, it'd have been worth wasting the tech.
I promise you, Giannis won't do it again.
No.
I promise you, Giannis won't be out here dunking and scrolling and yamming and shimmying on over to the sidelines. I promise you won't be doing that on camera no more. Hey, man, we all NBA players out here. You ain't the only one that can do that. Let's learn.
What do you? So here's the thing, man. You got Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. You got Tatum, right? To me, that's a good three. And then Horford. Horford to me is, and I don't want to discredit him. Horford's not really playing like the fourth guy. He's playing like the second or third guy, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, he is averaging 18.8 in this series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say Drew Holiday is not playing up to Drew Holiday standards, but Drew Holiday is given enough. It's just the fact that our boy Middleton's not there. That's what's hurting them. I mean, they just don't have enough, and sometimes that's all you can say. You just don't have enough.
And so where Middleton is hurting at is in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right? Because Middleton was the one that would get his shot, or that could get his own shot as a guard.
Right.
Take some of that pressure off of Giannis, right? He's not that guy in the fourth quarter.
No.
He's always been off the ball. And to your point, Drew Holiday and with Lopez twin, right? Those guys are opportunistic scorers.
Yeah.
Right. They don't necessarily create their own shots. Like the Lopez twin, he's great on the boards. He gets some putbacks, that kind of stuff. He might get a lob over the top, right? And Drew Holiday, he's gonna slash and dish. He's not penetrating the score. So, like I said, man, Milwaukee's offense to this point is get a ball to Giannis, get out the way.
Yeah.
And if you stay home with them shooters and somebody take a charge, they're gonna have to do something else, and they don't have anything else to do right now. They just can't adjust that on the fly. Sorry. So I'm glad Boston won, because when I called you last night and they was and they were down 10 at that point, and it was just after Tatum gave up that layup. Like, dude, what are you trying to win this game? What kind of defense is that? But yeah, they pulled it out. Horford came to life, which probably saved them. So, I mean, and now going home to Boston, they get that win, right? They'll be up 3-2 finally, and they'll be in the driver's seat again. But again, Game 5 of that series is going to be an instant classic, because it's going to be a brawl.
Yeah, this is the type of game Giannis has to go 45. He has to.
Mm-hmm. But this is also the game, and like I said, let him go for 45. Just don't let nobody else get involved.
Okay.
All right, stay home on the shooters. Keep the Lopez twin off the glass. Giannis ain't going. And somebody take a charge, man. I keep saying this. Somebody please take a charge. Giannis is not going to shoot the three or the mid range unless Milwaukee's up 5 or more. It has to be a cushion there for him to even think about taking that shot. Outside of that, he's going to the rim. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's going to find a way to get to the rim.
It's a side note. I know I'd be a hypocrite if I sit here and say this, but in my college career, I probably took 2 charges.
Hey, man, I'm with you.
I feel like I need to reveal that to you.
No. Hey, we all thought we were gods, man. Ain't nobody going to take a charge willingly, especially for free. Hey, pick-up rules apply, man. When we ain't getting paid now, you can
And
have that layup.
to be
Yeah,
truthful,
that.
X, the 2 tries I did take, it was by accident.
Right.
It wasn't even. It wasn't me just sitting there anticipating and taking it. It just so happened my man was running too fast and ran over me. But I just
Hey
didn't
man,
make
don't
a
get me
career out
wrong.
of charge.
Hey, and I'm saying take a charge from my couch. Like I ain't necessarily in the heat of the moment. I ain't
Right.
gotta feel that pain, right? But I understand what needs to be done.
But I
Right?
yell at the TV all the time.
Yeah, man, just take a charge. Take a charge. But hey, when that dude coming down the lane, and I get it, and he knows it too. We talking to millionaires, man. These dudes trying to get to the club afterwards.
Yeah.
Can't get to the club with a walking boot.
Mm-mm.
Can't do that. Can't get to the club with a bruise, anything. It ain't gonna be a good look for you. So hey, I'm gonna get out the way, man. Let you have that.
I do think Bobby Portis could be the difference in this series. If for the rest of the series, if he could, because he's shown that he could score. Like I don't know, I haven't really paid attention to how they're defending him. I don't think they're doubling him, but Portis gets off really good when like you said, I forgot what word you used. He gets off when Giannis starts opening up stuff and start commanding that double and triple team.
That's my point exactly.
Yeah. So, but
stay home on the shooter.
But Giannis got to get the 45 mark in his next game, man.
I'm sure he's gonna go for it. He's gonna do the best he can. But I promise you, he's gonna get 15 off the free throw line. He's gonna shoot some free throws in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I mean, now they in Boston, so it's gonna be tough. But he's gonna put the pressure on the refs to make calls, man. And I mean, the blueprint is there, man. Let Giannis do his thing because that's what he's gonna do. But don't let nobody else get off. And down the stretch, hey, you know what I was thinking about? So, like, we're not taking the charge, right? However, when Giannis go to the rack, right? He need to get a couple hard fouls.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Right. If you want to, in order to stop a bully, you got to meet a bully with force.
Yeah.
Since y'all want to bully y'all and go to these rack, running y'all over to get to the rack, give them a couple hard fouls, see if that changes his mind on trying to bully people.
Well,
see how that works.
You got to get some guys in there that can
take a few.
Yeah,
take a few. And I mean slap down with force. We ain't slapping down for the ball. Let me see what these fingers looking like. You get a sprained finger, that changes everything. I ain't trying to injure my man. However, he need to know getting to the rim ain't gonna be that easy.
Ain't nothing free in here.
Yeah, ain't nothing free down here. Nothing. So hey, couple hard hacks, and we'll see if that changes things in the fourth quarter.
100%, man. So let's look at it. We got Warriors advancing. All right.
Yes. Yep.
Got Phoenix advancing. Although I'm not convinced of that yet because
they're gonna win tonight. I promise you that.
Right. I'm not 100% on this Miami and Philly game. To be honest with you,
it's toss up.
Yeah.
Depending on what James does, it's toss up.
And so at least 3 of these games, it's the best scenario to be in because you don't really know, and it's gonna be must see. Sit down and just watch all of them. Right.
Yeah, Miami, Philly's a must watch.
Yeah.
Boston and Milwaukee's a must see. And then Dallas and Phoenix, that's a must see.
Yeah.
Golden State they're washed. They already in the next round pretty much. That's a done deal.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm tuned in tonight. I'm ready.
Absolutely.
I'm watching both games all night long. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh yeah. You get to okay.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be up. I'm watching these. I'm watching these to the buzzer.
I'm gonna try to hang in as long as I can. Oh, I meant to tell you. So we got a new dog now, right? So
you got the bulldog?
Got the French bulldog here. And speaking of that, staying up all night, I might literally be staying up all night because you got to sleep in the room.
It's a puppy.
Yeah. So you're
gonna be up anyway. You got to go out every couple hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Hey man, that backyard is your friend. I promise you that.
Yeah.
That backyard is your friend.
We're gonna be taking shifts. I might be taking some sleep medicine. Let somebody get out there. I ain't gonna mention somebody's name. Somebody might be Taking that trip outside.
Hey, man, she gonna hit this podcast, so she gonna tune in. So
She
your
gonna
cat
hear
gonna be
it.
out. She gonna be out real soon.
She gonna hear it tonight.
Hey, but there are other nights.
Right.
I check in with you tomorrow night.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So who the first? Oh, Miami and Philly right now, right?
Yeah, they should be on now.
All right. So we need to go ahead and get into it, man.
Absolutely, man.
Let you go ahead and close us out, brother.
Hey, as always, man, nothing changed. Appreciate y'all for watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can always join the conversation via the Facebook group. Rate us, review us. We'll see y'all next time, man.
Peace.
Peace.